Well, the Allen County Museum is getting ready to open up a new exhibit, and to tell us more about it today, she is a public engagement and learning coordinator at the Allen County Museum, Hannah Bergstedt, and thanks for coming today.
Thanks for having me.
All right, so you guys are digging into the archives now, aren't you? Tell us
Absolutely.
about this exhibit.
Yeah, so the idea of this exhibit is basically to just highlight things that either are on display but are with a bunch of different objects, or things that we haven't had on display for like a really long time. So it's called Unveiling the Past, which is really fun. And so there's going to be a lot of things, a few things that were on loan that now we got back that we can show off too. Phyllis Diller's dress was on loan for a while, and now we have it. So that's going to be really exciting. Just a lot of pieces that we haven't looked at in a certain way, or that we haven't had on display.
Right, yeah. So there is a lot at the museum, so I can understand maybe taking a few things out that are on display to like make sure that we really see them. Is that kind of the part of that reason?
One of the objects is Sarber's chair from the Dillinger case.
I love that area, though.
It's so cool. But our Sarber figurine is on the chair, so you can't see it normally.
Okay.
So we took that out, and it's going to be on display, so you can fully look at the chair that was in his office.
See, very good. And then you said you have a lot of storage. I mean, a lot of things that still don't make it.
Yes, we have around 300,000 objects.
Wow.
So obviously 300,000 objects cannot be on display all the time.
You need a much bigger building.
Exactly, and we have a really nice large building, but yeah, no, not everything is always going to be on display.
So how did you go through the process of deciding, okay, let's get this out and let's display this?
I think it was a lot of going through the storage areas with new eyes of like, what is this and how would this be told? We also had a lot of our volunteers, our lovely docents, come through and talk about things too, because we all have different interests and things that are going to stick out to us. Right. So it was good to have like a whole collection of people looking and being like, what is this interesting? What's the story we can tell with this?
Right, yeah.
Because I might find something interesting that somebody else doesn't find interesting, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you talk about the story, so is there going to be like little plaques with it to tell, you know, hey, this camera came from wherever? And
yes, yeah, exactly. There will be pretty large labels with everything, and then we are putting out a catalog too, with some of the objects that are, you know, we can't move the Shea locomotive, right. So we'll like talk about that in the catalog and stuff like that. But anything that we can move, we are moving into the temporary gallery space.
Right, yeah. Wow, so this is pretty exciting. So when's it going to open?
It's opening on August 23rd.
Okay.
Just when we open in the morning, it will be open.
Okay.
So we aren't having like a party or anything this time. It will just be nice. Yeah.
We were talking about Phyllis Diller. You say that one of her paintings is going to make it?
Yes, yeah. Apparently, later in her life, she really liked to paint to like wind down.
Yeah.
So we have 2 of her paintings in the collection, but one of them is going to be on display along with her dress.
Awesome. Yeah, that's fun stuff. So what interests you? What did you see in the archives that you're like, yeah, let's try to get this out?
Yeah, we have a few objects that are like made by like Tiffany & Co. Those really excited me. We had a few of them in the house, so we brought out one of the vases, and then some of the lights that they also made.
Right.
So that was really cool. Those ones are some of my favorite. I also really love the house, and Edna DeLima's music cabinet, which we have on display in the house, is going to be in there.
Speaking of the house, tell us about the app, right?
Yeah. So last month we finally launched the app that we've been talking about for a while. It has English and Spanish tours that you can go through. So anybody can download the app and go through it. It was really our hope to make the house a little bit more accessible. It's a historically registered house, so we can't add things like an elevator. And so it's really hard.
Right, yes.
And then also make it accessible in a way that people who don't speak English can also enjoy the house and learn about it.
Speaking of, it's so much to see, the house is kind of like that, isn't it? I mean, there's so many cool things that you wouldn't see in a typical house. So
no, for sure.
You got to tour that for sure.
Oh yeah, I would. It's one of my favorite parts of the museum, so I would highly suggest anyone that hasn't gone through it to come and see it.
Well, even I think you can go through a couple times and pick out something new each time.
And then definitely come during the Christmas Tree Festival, because they do a spectacular display in there.
Right, exactly. You mentioned the Shea. It's going to have a birthday, so we can talk about that later next month, but let people mark their calendars. What's happening with that?
So that's going to be on the 21st of September, I believe,
Yep.
which is a Sunday. And so we'll be open from 1 to 5. sing the Shay happy birthday, have cupcakes. You know, it's going to be a really good day.
Right.
Just talking more about that.
Well, you know, train history around here, people love that.
It's
so
very
we do have
important.
to celebrate.
Exactly.
All right, Unveiling the Past, Objects from Our History. It opens up the Allen Kennedy Museum August 23rd. Thanks for coming today.
Thank you.
All right, don't go away. We'll take a look at the weather forecast next.